Well, Sony Ericsson got together with the London College of Fashion and decided to bring a little contest in the equation. And we had 80 students, come up with designs, whether it was a piece of clothing or an accessory that combined technology and fashion. And we came down to the top 5, and then we chose the winner and the 2 runner-ups. It was great to see that each one had different ideas and different ways of combining technology into something that we use in everyday life. And I think they spent 8 weeks on the project, and you could really tell from the presentation to the way they described how they started the project and how they finished it. And and actually seeing the final piece, it's one thing to see it on paper, but then it's another thing to see it live in person. And from the details to the way they actually thought of how combining Sony Ericsson technology and the phones and bringing it and that innovation to to a piece of clothing was great. I've never done a modeling in the window sort of thing, so that was a new thing for me. And you obviously don't know what the photographers are saying or what they're yelling, so you're just doing what I was trying to interact with, with the pieces that the girls created, and kind of displaying them and showing them to the outside world. And there's a pretty big crowd, so it's a little it's a little frightening out there when they pull those curtains down. Coming to the relationship, I already felt like they really understood me and my life and my passions, and they've been able to take that tennis world and bring it to the crowd that doesn't necessarily know too much about tennis, and add the entertainment aspect and the fun side of things to it, and mix and match, and that's been great, and that's one of the things I enjoy about Sony Ericsson. Things are really well. I started back on the tour like 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I was in Poland, and here we are in London, and I feel like my results are slowly progressing. I'm getting used to playing matches every single day, and that's a shock to the system because being out for so long, the memories come back of what it takes, on your body and on your mind as well. But it's been great. I definitely missed it a lot, and it was like something kind of was taken away from my life for 10 or 11 months. So it's wonderful to be back playing. At this point, I don't really have expectations. Being here is already an achievement in itself after going through pretty tough months in the last year. So I really just want to take it a match at a time, and focus on whatever's across the net, and just and try to get the W.
I work as a designer for Sony Ericsson, and I've been the main representative for the design team in this project, working together with Maria Sharapova and London College of Fashion. So I've been involved giving, with my colleagues, the brief, presented that to the students, and been giving critique during the project, and then being involved choosing the winning design. For us, it's very rewarding to work with London College of Fashion, who is a world-famous institute. And I think it's really interesting to work with students as well, because they haven't really set their design and style yet, so they have refreshing and interesting ideas. I think she did a really good combination between technology and fashion, and not the way that the technology is shown in such, more the way the garment interact with the person. So I think that I think it's almost a bit poetic to have that a garment kind of showing or calling your attention when someone's calling you. Or technology become more involved with the fashion, and I think when technique become more and more advanced, I think it's not only about the technique and functions, it's also about style and fashion.